15.
Ball.
That's the beauty of coming through qualifying, having won 3 matches. She certainly won't be as nervous as Pavlyuchenkova after having those 3 matches under her belt. For me, it doesn't matter how many Grand Slams you play. It's the first round where everyone has those nerves. So much expectation. You want to do well, the first Grand Slam of the year.
Deal. Left to serve.
Took that ball very early.
40, 30.
Oh, she's just so dangerous when she's allowed on or inside the baseline.
So a little nerve settler there for Pavlyuchenkova, unseeded here this year. A little bit more relaxed now, I'm sure. So it's important to get a good sweat up. And, 10, 15 minutes after you've begun, the nerves have pretty much settled in and you feel a lot better.
I like what I see so far from Bai. Her swings seem to be quite compact, particularly off the backhand side. To take a look at the serve, and one thing that Anastasia is known for is the way that she attacks the second serve. So that's a number to keep an eye on, the first serve percentage from Bai. She want to make sure that Pavlyuchenkova does not see too many second serve returns.
By Zhuoxuan to serve. Love it.
Unsurprisingly, Li Na, 2014 Australian Open champion, is one of Bai's idols.
Ball.
Nice change of direction there.
15 all.
It's a compact swing I was talking about from Bai. Just unloading. Tough shot to hit, the off backhand.
Thirteen, 15.
Making a second appearance here at the Australian Open. A previous result reaching just in the first round in 2024. She lost there.
There are
4 players from China in the starting field.
So coach in picture, Alexander Slovic on the right.
Serbian? I think so.
Game by.
Will be nice nerve settler for Bai. This former Serbian player, I understand.
Oh. Fifteen left.
Pavlyuchenkova has been hard to beat in first-round matches at Grand Slam level. She has a 48-18 win-loss record. 11-6 here at the Australian Open. Up the pace in that rally.
30-15. (40-15).
Over time, for me, it's the serve where Pavlyuchenkova has had problems at different times throughout her career, particularly the second serve. First serve, when she's hitting her targets like that, very difficult to break.
Let first serve.
been a long-term adage, hasn't it? You're only as good as your second serve. A nice second serve wide to the forehand there, opening the opportunity for the backhand put away. On serve, 2-1, first set. Louise down there, courtside, conditions a little cooler, so things may be slowing down a little, perhaps.
Yeah, look, I think it's absolutely stunning. There's not a lot of wind down here. There's a little bit of movement, people coming in from other matches and that sort of thing, so adding some nice kind of feel in this Kia Arena. But, yeah, look, it seems to be travelling through the air quite well still, and particularly from both players. For me, it's really... you know, for this young lady, Bai, that hasn't had a lot of experience on the big stadiums, I think she's doing really well right now. Just getting a little bit more comfortable out here. She seems to be reading the pace quite well. Both players serving and doing enough on their own serves, so we'll see how this kind of unfolds.
That's Matthias there, who's recently become engaged to Anastasia. And beside him is Tommy Hamilton, who's actually from Queensland's Gold Coast and has been working as a fitness trainer and hitting partner. We'll talk more about that in a moment. So the change of ends, the coach of Bai there, and the supporter as well had to move. They were asked nicely from the chair to move, and they were unfazed and moved to a different part of the facility. They're now down Bai's end of the court, previously at the opposite end. So all is calm.
I like the addition of the courtside seats for the coaches and the support teams. They also, within that coach's box, have analytics pad as well, where they can check live analytics, serve locations, serve percentage, returns. Pretty much whatever you want, you can find there now.
What they had for breakfast.
Maybe not, maybe not that.
Oh.
Plenty of input at the moment from the coach, just walking across. A quick chat with him was Bai. Pavlyuchenkova not entirely happy with how she's timing the ball yet.
Game time.
So another comfortable hole for Bai. Getting plenty of feedback from the coach.
Let's go, Shobai, come on.
Yeah, it's interesting. I think their conversation's quite in depth. He's, you know, saying quite a few things to her, so her understanding of English must be pretty good from Bai.
Love 15.
With such short swings, Bai's able to just change direction really quickly. Sometimes when players have larger swings, their body orientation, it almost gives you some cues where they're going to hit, versus when she's got this really short, compact swing, it's very quick off the racket and it's hard to see where the ball direction is going.
Ball, please.
And even more difficult when you don't really know your opponent. It's the first meeting they've ever had.
Love 30.
First inkling of the potentially, at times, suspect second serve that Pavlyuchenkova possesses, as was mentioned by Nicole. Got punished for an ordinary approach.
Love 40.
Decisive, Bai, decisive.
By just holding and waiting. And then, as you mentioned, Jeff, just not enough with that approach shot. Too much room to hit into for the passing shot.
Trouble for Pavlyuchenkova. Oh, that's very wayward indeed. So a break has come early on by 3-2.
Keep the racket speed on the forehand. The racket speed.
Well, I think that was the right move coming forward, but mistimed it badly.
Well, it's just non-committal, really. She did come forward, but then she forgot to check where the ball was going and hit it with the drive volley with full commitment. You spoke about Tommy Hamilton doing some work with Pavlyuchenkova. I was speaking to him earlier today, and he said that she felt like she had a very short preseason. She didn't do a lot of work physically that she would normally do, and hence they decided after losing in Brisbane that they were going to take another week to make sure that physically she could get herself in a better position coming into the Australian Open.
Time.
This is an important match for Pavlyuchenkova. You mentioned that she made the quarterfinals of the Australian Open last year, so she has some major ranking points to defend to start the year. Already 44 in the world. So if she doesn't win this match, she'll be sliding backwards.
Left-handed attempt there from Pavlyuchenkova.
15 left.
Well, that was some quick hands there from Anastasia. But you're right, Praddy. I mean, Anastasia has not really played a lot since the US Open, so there's a fair amount of weight on this match.
Louise, it was second round
30 left.
of the US Open, end of August. She lost to Azarenka, and has played virtually not at all since. So you don't play a lot of matches. There's some match play rust. We're seeing some of it already. No rust from Bai at the moment. She's moving up onto the ball swiftly.
Again, for such a short swing from Bai on this forehand, just a simple take back, but really quick with the hand speed.
40-15.
That's one of her strengths. Pavlyuchenkova all over the second serve return.
That's good hitting from Anastasia, but I bet Bai would like to have that short forehand back again at 40-15. That really may hurt her in this game.
Saw the clock in the background there, 8:20 p.m. Sun almost departed.
And then it's fine.
A little late getting out there, Pavlyuchenkova.
Yes. Can you get that ball, please, for girl?
Not enough width there from Bai, pays the price.
Let for serve. Yes.
You must get the sense that this is going to be a pivotal game in the set.
Yeah, I think especially for Pavlyuchenkova, who's just a little uncertain, not perhaps as confident in how she's striking the ball yet.
And then it's fine.
That's
Bai.
poorly timed. It was
Bai
a
leads
late
4
strike,
games to 2.
and Bai doesn't pay the price of that early miss in the 7th game. Excuse me, in the 6th game, so holds to lead 4-2.
That last backhand from Pavlyuchenkova is just a terrible decision, and it speaks to the lack of matches that she's had in those moments where you really need to make sure that you get the ball back. Ask the question of your opponent. That is a freebie return that you don't normally see from her when she's playing her best.
15 left.
Well, that's better ball striking from Pavlyuchenkova.
13 left.
Paddy, I'd like to see Zhuoxuan if she's got any variation at all in her game. That short, low ball there, I'd like to see her on some of these shots just use the slice, do something a little different. Just haven't seen that yet.
Let first serve. Oh. $30-15.
That's a really good point, Louise. Whether or not she actually has those skills, not just the slice, but equally a drop shot to bring her opponent forward.
$40-15.
Okay, okay.
Oh.
Well, that was almost similar to the drive volley that she came forward on and missed it.
40-30.
She not only missed it, she missed it badly, didn't she? Timing's way off. Those sort of misses shatter your confidence, don't they?
Oh, Bai's doing a good job
Yes.
in these rallies. Once it gets into 3, 4, 5 shots, she's able to put Pavlyuchenkova on the back foot, hitting behind the baseline. That's not where she wants to be on a tennis court.
Advantage, Pavlyuchenkova. Yes.
That's nice.
Advantage Bai.
Good opportunity for Bai, break point.
Yes.
Well, that's a good first serve, but that toss is just getting way out in front for Pavlyuchenkova, and she's lucky to get these important first serves in because she's really been missing quite a few of those serves, and it can get a little tight and unreliable off that second one. That toss is worrying.
Got it right there. Good success with the out wide. Just taking some pace off, enabling the slice to take effect and swing further away from the opponent. She's been using that serve 57% of the time on the juice court. Definitely not the same mover I've seen in previous years. Any time that she's been pulled out to the singles sideline and the next ball's gone back the other direction, struggling to coordinate and get into position early enough, and hence the errors are coming off the racket.
Example there of the movement being a little tardy. Couldn't get there quickly enough to be offensive and has paid the price. Another opportunity for Bai to take a 5-2 lead.
Well, again, she's come up with the first serve when in trouble.
Yes.
It's becoming a very important game. 9 minutes so far.
Advantage Bai.
Frustration mounting. It's wide.
New
So
ball
Bai
space.
certainly looking the more solid at the moment.
Bai leads
The
by
team's
1 to
happy,
2.
5-2. Why wouldn't they be?
There's certainly no substitute for matches. Those key moments, break points, game points, executing when it matters.
Yeah, there's a genuine uncertainty, isn't there, about what Pavlyuchenkova is bringing to the table. She has such a tennis pedigree. As mentioned earlier, she's got 12 career titles, the first of which started way back in 2010. The most recent title was 2018, so it's been a while. We know what she's capable of.
Time.
We're up in Adelaide 2023, not that long ago.
Spoke about it at the start of the match. A critical number to keep an eye on was the first serve percentage for Bai, and she's doing a fantastic job.
Keep hitting. Move and hit, okay?
At the moment, 78% of first serves in play. And when they go in, she's winning 67%. You could hear a coach saying, reinforcing, keep hitting, keep moving.
Oh. Oh. Love 15.
It's not the way to get the best out of new balls. A little bit more lively, quicker. A little tentative there.
Love 30.
To take into account, it's only a second Australian Open. About to serve for the set against someone ranked 44 in the world, who's been as high as 11 in the world.
Yeah, and that lack of experience showing in this game. It's been a hesitant, tentative game from Bai.
That's where I felt that Bai's game just improved a little bit in that last game, where she really was able to use her forehand to good effect. And if she can do this a little more often, she's going to put herself in a good situation.
Oh. Again, Pavlyuchenkova.
So a little inexperience there, perhaps from Bai. Pavlyuchenkova with the break back. Still got some work to do, though. Tommy Hamilton in the white shirt, trainer. He's also been the hitting partner for most of the time since Anastasia's been in Australia. Did some work on the Gold Coast as well before Brisbane.
Well, nailing the serve
40
down the tee for a second time this game. There's been a major shift in momentum now.
It's better from Pavlyuchenkova, so in a moment we'll see if Bai can do a little better in serving for the set for a second time in a moment. Does she have the self-belief? We'll see.
I like that Bai had the presence of mind just to go over, grab her towel. Coach was able to give her a few words of encouragement. As we watch Pavlyuchenkova again being aggressive inside the baseline. Body language is positive. That was a pretty ordinary service game from Bai when she was serving for the set at 5-2. Far too many unforced errors.
Time.
So Zhuoxuan Bai has attempted to serve for the set at 5-2. Didn't manage it. It was an ordinary service game. Should be looking to do something better here. Getting away to a good start by winning the first point would help enormously.
Gotta love that positive reaction there from Bai. She's rather enjoying this. Under pressure, but looks reasonably calm.
A few looks coming from Bai to her corner. Cain, to me, just showing a little lack of belief. It's really another gift from Pavlyuchenkova. That serve was pretty much in the strike zone. I will take that with glee. 2 points away potentially from this first set. Well, there's been some good stuff from Bai, and certainly a lot of unforced errors, too many from Pavlyuchenkova. So a couple of set points now for the relatively unheralded Bai.
Again, the first set ball. 6 games to 5.
Well, it doesn't matter how you get a set as long as you get it. And Bai, she's across the line. First set 6-4 in 47 minutes. Well, credit to Bai, I think, Nicole, but gee, it was Pavlyuchenkova who made life a little bit easier for her.
Absolutely. We were seeing some of those uncharacteristic, unforced errors from Anastasia's racket. Normally so clean from the baseline. But I just feel like so much of that has to do with your feet and your setup and your base. And she was looking very uncomfortable when taking out to the single sidelines. Pavlyuchenkova has just gone off court for a bathroom break or a change of attire. It is quite humid this evening.
Well, hopefully to just regroup as well and find a little, I guess, a little upside, because she was hesitant, and sometimes mentally you've got to give yourself a little bit of a talking to get yourself up and motivated. And as you said, get the feet moving. She was, well, you're absolutely correct. Footwork was poor, and that results in poor timing and far too many unforced errors. So some work to be done as we have a look at the first set summary.
And I was talking about it before. I think the key stat there is 67% of first serves in for Bai, not giving Pavlyuchenkova too many opportunities on the second serve return. Normally she's just punishing that. And the unforced errors, which we were speaking about, too high there, 17 for Anastasia. There were some entertaining baseline rallies. Both players really just thumping the ball. We haven't seen a lot of variety. Hasn't been any slices played. Pavlyuchenkova generally likes to hit the ball hard and flat. I like Bai's cross-court forehand. She really enjoys running out onto that shot and getting it cross-court.
Well,
able to find a really good angle.
Yeah, and I think with that, she moves diagonally, cuts the ball off, doesn't she? And that's what helps her get the ball back across court quickly. So other than making some fewer errors, what else can Pavlyuchenkova do, would you imagine?
Well, for me, I just think she has to, like, there are a few opportunities there where she was forward. She was making the right move to come forward, but she just wasn't executing the volley or the drive volley. So I think finding more of those situations to be in control of the point, to move forward, but then you've got to finish it off. And I think that will help boost her confidence.
Okay, second set.
That's a terrific return from Bai. It's on the shoelaces. Right back at you. The server does not have time to get into position to do much with that shot. Some terrific return +1 pattern of play for Bai.
Love 30.
Well, we saw her practicing the toss there, and if your toss is not consistent, it follows that your serve won't be either. And that's been the case with Pavlyuchenkova thus far this evening.
She's loved that serve to get out of trouble. Yeah, wide. She's winning 80% of points when she goes there.
Thirty. Well,
can Bai get away to the best possible start in their second set?
Yes.
Let's go.
Well, for me, that last error as well was about positioning, not creating enough space to hit the backhand in time. Then had to adjust with the hands, and that's where errors come from, when you start using your hands, not the whole ground force up with the legs.
Yes.
Good speed out wide, 170 Ks. Oh, I think it's good. Pavlyuchenkova doesn't think so.
Yeah, caught Anastasia there. Had a little bit more shape on the ball on that one. Just the flight just caught her. But enough spin to just pull it back in from Bai.
Yes.
That's a poor unforced error off the forehand from Bai. That was right in the middle of the court and quite short. She really could have put that forehand in either corner.
Advantage Bai.
Well, two of the break points Bai has made unforced errors. One was a second serve return, and the previous point, as Nicole mentioned, was a basic forehand. So 2 of the 3 break points she's had opportunities. Can she make this 4th break point opportunity happen? Good serve, and she's been going there when stressed. I think Bai needs to start looking to cover that.
Advantage, Pavlyuchenkova.
If Anastasia can win this match and turn it around, it will be because of a serve. At the moment, that's what I'm seeing. That's what's keeping her close to her opponent.
That's a good second serve. Boy, she was under stress there. Bai had some opportunities, couldn't take them. She may rue those missed opportunities. So Louise down there close. We talked about her serve, the toss getting a bit more consistent.
Yeah, a little bit, and she needs that. The toss is out in front on that due side. She can hit it effectively. She comes around the ball. It's just if she gets a little tight on the second serve, she's living on the edges. There's just no margin for error off that, but she's been dealing it in pretty well. She's pretty confident in that game when needed, but yeah, there's not much room for error at all. She gets that toss way out in front, and the response or the serve is very flat. But if she can get it in, then it's a tough serve. Certainly Bai is struggling with it.
Just saw the sunset moments ago, 8:55 here in Melbourne. Conditions rather perfect. On court for just about 1 hour.
Love it team.
Let's go.
15 all. Thirty 15.
Fast second, Alpha, Alpha.
That's wild. Freddie, do you like Zhuoxuan's serve, the abbreviated serve, the kind of take back? There's no long swing on that. I think she could get more power out of her serve.
Let Nicole answer that in a second, but some wayward returns there from Pavlyuchenkova. 1 all.
Yeah, the serve for me is, I don't mind an abbreviated take back, But what she's not doing is she's not getting enough shoulder turn or separation angle from the hips to the shoulders. And it's interesting, we're able to get these amazing stats delivered to us from the gig group, and we talk about the separation angles. If we look at Pavlyuchenkova, she's at 32 degrees versus Bai is at 22 degrees in terms of that angle. So that angle enables you to find that stretch, which then translates into power.
Longest point of the match so far.
Long.
Pavlyuchenkova had so many opportunities to win this point, from a volley to a drive volley, and she just is not confident in the forward part of the court.
Borne out by where she was positioned there, still behind the service line.
Surely
Bai's got to start to stand over and cover that serve and make Pavlyuchenkova serve someplace else. Nice.
$13-15.
Well, this is a trademark, the two-handed backhand.
Yeah. Nice bit of variety.
14-15.
Well, it's the first time we've seen the drop shot this match.
Can do some damage off either wing by
40-30.
Decisive.
Again, we see that short take back.
Yes. Advantage, Pavlyuchenkova.
Some slightly better signs for fans of Pavlyuchenkova. Timing the ball better, a little bit more energy, a little more positivity. 2-1.
Second, add side. At least one in the game. Even if you're up in the game, do it. Doesn't matter, okay?
Fiancé on the left, trainer adjacent. Giving some positive energy to Pavlyuchenkova.
Well, she's still out there trying to find something, isn't she? The last return game wasn't great, so she'll be trying to make some inroads into the serve of Bai. Take a good look at that backhand. You can just see that bottom hand where she just releases the finger in terms of just to take a little bit of tension out of the bottom hand to allow the top hand to work nicely through the shot. That's very characteristic of players that have great two-handed backhands, their ability to get the non-dominant hand through the shot. She does that so well.
Time.
Cooling down a little out here on Kia Arena. We've had a warm day in Melbourne. Conditions still rather ideal, however. And Pavlyuchenkova looking a little bit more as if she's got some self-belief. Leading 2-1.
Oh.
Oh, there it is. That forehand really enjoys moving out there and finding the cross-court angle. Hit very flat over the net, but she's incredibly pinpoint with it. Just the flick of the wrist last minute, a little bit of spin.
Yeah, the forehand's improved, hasn't it, Preddy? But do you like the little flick that she does? I think she could just do a little better if she just held that ball sometimes longer, just on the strings. It look good. It looks good when it works.
I think it has to do with where she's directionally hitting the forehand. I've mentioned how terrific that cross-court forehand. Well, that works well, right? Because you need to get your hand through in that little bit of flick to get a little bit of spin. But what we've seen is a few errors when she's been in the middle of the court. And that's where, like you're saying, a little bit more extension would be better.
Wow. Offensive defense there from Bai.
14-15.
But again, in this point, we see Pavlyuchenkova move forward, but it's her positioning on the volley, just not balanced, no split step, and therefore not able to play the forehand volley directionally where she needs to. And then a somewhat easy passing shot for Bai.
Game by 2 games all.
And then we've seen that where she's lost a point at net and then pretty much immediately a return error in the Bai service game. So that inability to mount some pressure on the service games. I mean, right now, Bai's winning 66% of points off the first serve and 64% off the second serve.
Anything over 50% is a very good number. Good chance of success if he can manage that continually. Oh, she'll take it, but I think she actually hit that earlier than she intended.
Love.
There haven't been a lot of long rallies in this match. 13 shots. The last rally would be close to one of the highest in the match.
She read that really well, didn't she? Bai just moved in and took time away. Anastasia a little rushed on that shot. Good play from Bai.
$40-15.
Made it.
40-30.
That was a really confident shot. It was inside the court, took it on the rise.
Well, that may give her a little bit of a lift. Pavlyuchenkova on serve still though, 3-2, second set.
Well, Bai's only been broken once in this match so far when she was serving for the set at 5-2. Other than that slight blip, she's been holding serve.
Well, you mentioned the high percentage of points she's winning off the second serve, which is a bit of an indictment, I think, on Pavlyuchenkova's returning at the moment. I personally think she's standing too deep to take the second serve. You know, it's not a huge second serve. You minimize the risk if you stand in a little closer, so that would be the suggestion. I'm not sure if you agree with that, but she has to turn the percentage around somehow.
John.
How beautiful is that view?
Absolutely spectacular view looking across this tennis precinct towards the city. The lights illuminated on the outside courts as well as Rod Laver Arena and here in Kia Arena. Of course, it's such an easy walk into the city, which makes it such a favourite of the players and, of course, spectators alike. So accessible. Bai serving 2-3, having won the first.
Love 15.
Well, to your point, Jeff, this is where if Pavlyuchenkova has a second serve, she really needs to get inside the baseline, have a presence. She's adjusted her first serve positioning right now, further back. See what she does with the second serve return. Opting to stay back.
See there on the screen, we can't see it at the moment. It's 126 kilometers an hour second serve. It's really very average pace. So I think Pavlyuchenkova, though she came forward a little bit on the second serve, there it is there. She could come further forward, surely.
Love 40.
Well, the tactic of staying back on the first serve return, I think, has helped Anastasia here. Sometimes that's what it takes. If a player's serving well, making a high percentage of first serves, you can change the look and feel.
15-40.
Yes, surely it had to come eventually. A much more emphatic effort from Pavlyuchenkova in that game.
2-2.
New balls as well, which I'm sure will even aid the serve of Pavlyuchenkova even further. Getting a little bit more pace from it. It's the first time we've seen success when Anastasia's moved forward, and what a time to do it. Break in the second set.
See the difference in second serve speed there, that 156 from Pavlyuchenkova, good 25 k's an hour, often quicker than that of her opponent.
Oh. 15-all. 30-15.
Well, when she hits her spots, it's unreturnable.
Yeah, 172 k's an hour and very close to the centre tee. That'll win the majority of points for certain. Backs it up again. And this has got to give Pavlyuchenkova a lot more confidence. Good effort. It was an excellent return from Bai.
Yes.
Oh, that's an incredible point. Both players.
Some positive affirmations coming from Pavlyuchenkova now, seemingly in control in this second set, 5-2.
We have to think the more time that Anastasia just is on the court playing and getting some momentum, and we look back to Brisbane, really she was only on the court for probably around an hour. She lost that first round match 6-3, 6-1 and has not played since the US Open. So I think she's just really starting to feel a little bit more like she can play out here now. I think when she was down 5-2 in the first set as well, you could just see her starting to use her feet, starting to move, starting to jump around. And I think that's just started to really help her. She's a lot more active now and a lot more positive.
Time.
Staying alive, the music being played throughout the stadium, and Pavlyuchenkova staying alive here, surely. She's lost the first set, but very much at the forefront of things in set number 2.
Again, it was a well-constructed point from Anastasia, but even that overhead was a slight mishit. Wasn't clean off the racket.
Wow, that will do very nicely. Thank you.
La 40.
Well, what a change has come over this match. Pavlyuchenkova looking so much more serene, timing the ball better. Set points.
15, 40. Let's first serve. $30-40.
Quicker second serve there, 144 k's an hour. Just causing Pavlyuchenkova to miss time, so well done from Bai. Still got one set point to negotiate though. And can't do it, so things have turned around here.
One set all.
Intriguing third set coming our way in a moment. One set all. Better signs for Pavlyuchenkova?
Well, I felt like she really started to find her depth with the backhand wing. That's certainly, for me, always been her strength. And probably minimised some of those errors off return and then kept serving well. I think there were some unreturnables, some aces there. And speaking of aces, 4 aces in that second set. And what she's been able to do too is make some inroads in the first serve points won on the serve of Bai. Bai was up around 65%, so now at only 50%. And anytime you see in the winners and unforced errors column similar numbers, 14 winners, 12 unforced errors, that bodes really well for the aggressive baseliner that Anastasia is. Plenty of hard hitting, like the first set, but this time it's Pavlyuchenkova who's come out on top.
Hasn't had too many successful forays to the net in the match, but certainly looked a little bit more promising at the end of the second set.
So it seems to be Bai now that has gone off the court for a bathroom break. Change of attire. Fortunately at Kia Arena, there is a change room just through the corridor there, so not too far to go. Shouldn't be too long.
It's a fabulous little arena. Players really enjoy it. I feel the spectators are all close, engaged in what they're producing.
Time.
So third set to get underway. You get the feeling that it's important for Bai to get away to a good start, because Pavlyuchenkova finished that second set with a head full of steam.
Final set. Pavlyuchenkova to serve.
Well, I think this set favours Pavlyuchenkova by serving first. She has served well, in my opinion, throughout the match. Even though she didn't win the first set, I felt like the serve was keeping the games close.
13 up.
Well, the energy and the footwork and everything just looks different from set number 1, doesn't it? It just has really improved with the momentum of this match.
Another one of those acute angles at end range on the forehand.
Well, by far, that is her best shot. That's where we've seen the winners come off her racket. And she's moving out to her right.
Oh. Oh. 15-14.
Suggested Bai needed to get away to a good start here in this third set. She's got an opportunity to do just that.
Okay.
Good effort from Bai as Pavlyuchenkova again coming forward. Really doesn't do well. Bai takes full toll. Opening game of set number 3.
Well, you never see that full commitment from Pavlyuchenkova to move forward. Makes the move too late and then gets caught behind the service line. And very difficult to come out on top when you're in that situation.
Bai, of course, has come through the qualifying. She's match fit. She seems physically fine. She's up for the fight, clearly, is Bai.
Love 15. On. $30-15.
One pattern of play I feel has surprised Pavlyuchenkova is the fact that Bai's been happy to exchange up and down the middle of the court and then equally wait for the opportunity to open it up from there.
Perfect second serve, right down the centre line.
And you mentioned it before, she has increased her second serve speed, 143 that one.
It's a good hand from Bai. Backing up the break that she had made, so 2-love. Coach Slovic there, giving her a few extra little pointers perhaps. Very happy with what she's delivering, I'm sure. Big ball striking.
15.
Well, the speed of these shots were pretty incredible. She just rushed that last one, just needed to put a little bit more spin on it. Great rallies.
Brilliant. This is the best level of the match thus far.
Well, they really are going toe-to-toe from the baseline.
40 love.
You like that play, don't you? Deep back up the middle.
I do. Just makes it really difficult for the server to then find any angle. Like, you finish your serve, you're trying to reorganise yourself from a physical sense, and then before you know it, that ball's back on you. It's so difficult to control.
Almost another right there, not to be, just a little deep. So Bai, though, still with a service break. 2-1, final set. Louise, courtside there. Any change of conditions? We're getting further into the night. Anything cooling down, slowing down, anything you see?
Oh, I don't know about cooling down. I think these players are warming up. I mean, we are seeing some really incredible tennis. That game there, that was phenomenal. Anastasia really lifting, and the speed at which these rallies are now starting to go just shows they're really lifting and trying to force the issue out here. This is a really big moment, particularly for Pavlyuchenkova. She is really wanting to fight here and win this match. There's no question about it. She is improving throughout this match. I just keep feeling the longer the rallies, the more she stays in this, she is improving throughout.
So I was just taking a look at the forehand ball speed, and Pavlyuchenkova, she's at 121 average on the forehand side, and Bai at 122. So they really are going at it with the same ball speed. That's quite high numbers in terms of average. Anastasia with a little bit more spin on the ball. The RPMs are a little higher. Really not much in it in terms of ground strokes.
Well, it was going to be awkward anyhow, but the net cord making it almost impossible there for Bai.
Love 30.
Boomer.
Love 14.
Look for it. Swatted it.
Well, I spoke about ball speed being 122. I'd say that last one was up around 140 Ks. Just goes out there, cuts the angle off, dead center.
The longer this match has gone on, the more the quality has improved as well. Some top shelf stuff happening now. That's an unfortunate way of losing the game.
2 games over.
Pavlyuchenkova applying pressure, so 2-all, final set. It's terrific, ladies.
Pavlyuchenkova is starting to read that forehand cross-court of Bai in the middle of that rally or towards the end of it. Bai hit this cross-court forehand that you'll see here, and you could see Anastasia already going that direction.
Now. Thank you. Oh. 30-50.
Too many double faults from Pavlyuchenkova. 6, not a lot of spin on that second serve at the moment. Hasn't come at a critical stage yet.
Forehand doing the damage for Bai once again. Quick to see the shorter ball and then the flick of the wrist.
Thank you.
Cross court for the winner. Stays nice and low. Pavlyuchenkova got away with that second serve. It was awfully close to the line, out wide. He's only serving at 33% first serves in for this third set, so it's something to keep an eye on. When they go in, though, very successful, winning 80% of points.
Quite prepared to move back and hit a aggressive
Pavlyuchenkova leads
backhand,
3-2.
getting the job done. Pavlyuchenkova from love 2. She's now at 3-2.
Well, it's been a good fight back from Anastasia. You can see there the fist pump. A lot more positive energy from her compared to the first set. And that comes with playing more points, more games. We've mentioned a lot throughout this match. She has not played a lot of tennis. Only one match since US Open 2025.
And she's in the fight now. You can see she's really engaged. It's more familiar territory for her now.
Time.
So 9:50 p.m. on day 1 of the Championships of 2026. Players been on court for an hour and 54 minutes. We certainly do not know the outcome as yet. By 2-3.
Love 15. On. Thirty.
A couple of soft errors from Pavlyuchenkova here, just releasing some of the pressure on Bai. When you're ahead on the scoreboard, you really want to ask the question of your opponent.
Game by.
172 k's an hour down the centre. That's relatively quick for Bai. Coming at an opportune moment, so 3-all.
You stay low on a second serve return. Stay low and not too close. Your seconds are like 145, 150. Try to return like same as first serve. Big target middle. Stay down.
Great insights there. Able to eavesdrop there on the conversation.
Left.
It's just probably 5 of those serves have been wide to the forehand.
Yep, and a couple down the tee on the ad side.
39.
If there is such a thing as a good miss, that's it, because she's going for depth and it's just barely too long.
That's a nice return. Doing what her coach asked to do, stay low with the second serve return. She had a little bit more time on that one, the second serve from Anastasia, only 131.
She's batting 50% on the drop shot. First one earlier was successful, that one not so. So a little tighter now in this service game at 3-all.
Led for serve.
Oh, yes, thank you very much.
New ball space.
So Pavlyuchenkova, 4-3 as this third set builds to a crescendo.
Pavlyuchenkova leads 4-3.
Pavlyuchenkova made that last backhand look very easy, but I can tell you it was difficult. She was in the doubles alley when she made contact, so had to bring that ball back somewhat cross-court to be able to hit it down the line for this winner. You can see here she has to move forward. She's across her body with that front foot. Generally, as a coach, you don't particularly like players hitting that shot with the front foot across, but she's a seasoned veteran. She's been playing on tour a long, long time, and she just knows how to manage herself in these situations. That's where you got to call on that experience. I mean, she's played 700 plus WTA matches. I think this is her 18th Australian Open, and I think there's only one other player, Elise Cornet, that's played 19 Australian Opens in a row.
A French player. Had a great career. This is where scoreboard pressure definitely has a role to play. Serving first in the third set, Pavlyuchenkova with the lead. Small but vocal crowd out here on Kia Arena, enjoying this contest. New balls.
It's tough to pick a winner at this stage of the match. Very evenly poised. Sometimes you need a little luck to go your way also. So potentially looking like a comfortable hold for Bai.
Fourteen, 15.
So a nice positive reaction there from Bai. She's well pleased, and she should be with that service game. Quickly back now onto Pavlyuchenkova.
Well, interestingly enough, it's been Bai that's been going with the out wide serve. In this last service game, we've been speaking how Pavlyuchenkova has been incredibly successful throughout this match with the out wide serve on the deuce. Will she go to it here? Set all, 4-all, second serve in the slot. They're the returns that you just cannot afford to miss. That's an opportunity. You got to see those returns as an opportunity to do something, get ahead in the point.
Love.
Little exhalation of a sense from Matthias, the partner of Pavlyuchenkova, come engaged in November.
Fourteen, 15.
lack of consistency from Bai helping Pavlyuchenkova's cause in that game. 5-4, Pavlyuchenkova, final set.
Well, that was a little undisciplined from Bai, that last return game, trying to hit those couple of backhands down the line when she really wasn't in position. Was off balance, pressed for time, and we were able to see her coach down here shaking his head when those errors went into the net. He actually signalled when she made the first error backhand down the line to actually go cross court. So to see on that last point that it went into the net, he is a little frustrated.
These crucial stages to determine how far often you get into an event. Too many unforced errors, yes, in that game from Bai, giving coach some concern. Coach Slovic. Crowd getting into it, why not? It's been a good battle. 2 hours and 9 minutes so far. Acid test here for Bai. Just whole serve to stay in the contest.
Led for serve.
Oh, wow. Talk about conviction.
There was no holding back on this forehand. She saw the space and just unleashed. Surely that's going to put some pressure on this second serve return now.
Your body. It's coming a little bit slow. Either body or faster.
Pavlyuchenkova beaten for speed, 172 k's an hour, and Pavlyuchenkova just a little late at contact.
Ball, please. The ball.
Well, that's where I'd be going if I'm Bai. I'm going deep down the centre.
A lot of power.
Push her off the baseline before opening up the court.
Yes.
Well, when she needed it, she's coming up with that faster first serve speed over 170. Just catching Anastasia by surprise.
Standing tall. Bai doing well, 5-all.
Fans starting to become a little more vocal towards the Chinese player.
Very, very pro-Chinese, local Chinese people here in this crowd, really lifting for their player now.
Steady, love. Getting
good pace through the court. Bai hits the ball very flat.
Can get Pavlyuchenkova behind the baseline.
30
Percentages of her winning the point increase enormously. Those last 2 points, she had her behind the baseline. And that's an area of the court that Anastasia is not comfortable in.
$14, 13.
was a match probably that was a little slow to get the boiling point, but we've reached that stage now. Bai, in a moment, serving to stay alive.
What do you think? Are we headed for a tiebreaker? Third set?
It's looking that way. I think it's probably what it deserves. There's been nothing in the match, has there? So I think we deserve a breaker.
Let's just hope the players remember that it's first to 10 and not first to 7. There was a qualifier that, well, there was a match being played in the qualifying, and the player thought they'd won the match when they got to 7. Little did they know that you've got to get to 10.
Did they go on to win?
Ended up losing 13-11.
That's terrible.
In the third set, so
it's tragic.
Yeah, tough break.
Time.
I think now they'll never forget that. All right, Bai to serve to stay in the match. Did a good job at 5-4. On your first serves.
Pavlyuchenkova giving herself a little room to take that on the backhand side. Trying to jam Pavlyuchenkova up, but Pavlyuchenkova just moving to her right, giving herself enough freedom to swing on that backhand side. Opportunity missed for Pavlyuchenkova.
Well, she just had to wait a slight moment before hitting this forehand. Just take a peek, see where her opponent was moving. By guessing the right way. That's probably what the other second serve deserved that same type of forehand, but she was just rushed that second last return, but that time getting it right on the forehand. 2 points away from the match.
Bai.
Big serve there from Bai.
6 against all.
Great support here on Kia Arena for Bai.
Ladies
She
and
takes
gentlemen,
this to a final set
10-point
tiebreak.
will now be played to decide the match.
Nico Hillworth confirming that indeed will be the case.
Thank you. Pavlyuchenkova.
There's been a lot of missed returns from that backhand side off the first serve return of Bai. The tiebreaker, so important to make as many balls as you can. No free points.
Oh.
Really strong on her outside leg on the backhand. When pushed wide is Bai.
That's been impressive throughout the match.
Very much so.
Oh.
I really think Pavlyuchenkova, again, is just not in close enough to take that second serve return. She's wanting to be aggressive, but she's not inside the baseline, and it makes life more difficult.
She did so well to get herself back into the point with that defensive lob. And then just not moving up to the last ball. Players have been out on court 2 hours and 28 minutes.
Fabulous defense again, wide on the backhand from Bai.
Bai slightly looks the better physically at the moment. If she can extend the rallies, I like her chances.
She's been very keen these last few games Bai to serve at the body. Pavlyuchenkova can't argue with that. That was a perfectly directed serve on that occasion. Pavlyuchenkova unable to control it.
Bai's winning 10 of 16 points when the rally count goes over 8 shots.
I think all the more reason for Pavlyuchenkova to stand in closer to take the second serve return and try take charge early in the rally. Stand in closer, you also show your intent to your opponent, building more pressure. It doesn't get much more pressure than playing a final set tie break.
That's a great shot. Back in behind her opponent. Again. Right in the corner. Well struck.
It's been vulnerable from time to time. It hadn't really caused great dramas, but now in the tie break, it has. No top spin on that second serve. That's what you need when the stress is magnified. Oh, she made it. Courage personified.
6-4, Bai.
Well, it's a thing of beauty when she hits it clean, this forehand, creating space, whipping it through.
She's had to work so hard, Pavlyuchenkova, and was rewarded.
6-0.
Change ends, of course, every 6 points. It was Bai at 4-2 when we last changed. So Pavlyuchenkova has fought back.
I come back to that second last point that we saw, and Pavlyuchenkova hit that great backhand down the line. That's where if Bai had a slice, she could have just changed it to a continental grip and got that ball short cross court. We haven't seen one slice from her the whole match. We spoke about the second serve potentially being a liability. Louise Fleming was mentioning down on court that ball toss on the second serve was getting too far in front, and I think that's exactly what happened on that occasion.
Freddie, this is just about managing nerves right now, isn't it? This has been incredible.
Doesn't get much of a better time to come up with that beautifully directed first serve.
Ball.
Terrific point.
8-7. Bai.
It's a hugely important point. Bai had the ascendancy most of it.
Ball.
Well, it's hard to believe that maybe the backhand side has let Pavlyuchenkova down here.
It's a match point for China's Bai. was a bit of a groan mid-rally when Pavlyuchenkova slightly mistimed a forehand. It ballooned, looked as if it might have gone long, but it wasn't contacted well enough. So living on the edge.
Well, it wasn't meant to be, but it was a change of pace that forced the error from Bai. Would have liked to have seen be a little more aggressive at last point. Bai having match point. Really love a first serve here. Having good success. Going wide. Will she do it here or not?
Remember, it's first to 10, but with a 2-point margin. So someone will have a match point after this one. And it will be Pavlyuchenkova.
10-9. Pavlyuchenkova.
Took on a risky shot there, did Bai.
Thank you.
Oh, that's missed by the barest of margins.
10-all.
She actually thought it was in. She was walking to the net.
Led for serve.
It's wide.
11-10. Bai.
So the second match point now for Bai.
Quite simple.
It's the other side. The other side.
She's serving from the wrong side. Zhuoxuan comes through qualifying, and now in the main draw first round upsets the much more heralded Anastasia Pavlyuchenkova in 3 engrossing sets.
Well, it's nice to see both players embrace at the net. It was a hard battle, and it's Bai that comes out on top, and look how excited she is, and so she should be. Going through qualifying, as you mentioned, Jeff, is no small feat, and then to go out there and win your first round against a very experienced player in Anastasia Pavlyuchenkova. Pavlyuchenkova will be disappointed. She's defending quarterfinals here at the Australian Open from last year. So she'll be sliding somewhat down the rankings.
Nice wave to the crowd who really enjoyed this contest. It's small, it's getting late in the evening, but it was engrossing. One of the match points, Pavlyuchenkova thought she'd hit a winner, cross-court backhand, just barely missed the sideline. So we have an opportunity to hear from the winner. She's with Louise Fleming.
Wow. Zhuoxuan Bai, how do you feel? What an incredible match. Your first time through to the second round of a Grand Slam. Congratulations. Amazing work out there.
Thank you very much. And I would like to say thank you, the crowd. You know, you guys, I hear you guys a lot. It's really cheering for me and give me a lot of support. And I hear one guy actually here, it always say 加油 to me, yeah. So thank you very much to come and watch. And now I know it's so late, so thank you guys again.
Is there something in Chinese you'd like to say to some of your friends here?
Well, actually, yeah, I know there's probably somebody watching on TV, something, what I would say, you know, I just focus on myself, and I would like to say, you know, today is my idol J-Jo's birthday. So I would like to say happy birthday to him if he watching. So, and also guys, thank you again.
How's your body feeling? How are your nerves feeling? You had to come through qualifying. This is your 4th match here, playing on big stadium. What's the body feel like? How's the mind? How's everything feeling right now?
Well, actually tired. You know, I play 3 matches in a row, and you know, my body is a little bit tired, but you know, there's always the guy, his physio, and helped me a lot. So that's why I can stay here, play so long. I think, yeah, 2 hours, 45 minutes. So thank you, my physio, actually. So if without him, I cannot make it.
Thank goodness for him. One of your idols is Lena, and we know how special she is at the Australian Open here, of course, winning. How much has she impacted Chinese tennis?
Well, I mean, she's a legend in Asian, so I have a lot of respect for her, and you know, she's my idol for Chinese player, for everybody, for Asian players, so just keep up, and I would like to see if one day I can meet her, and I would really like to talk to her, and I like her so much.
Well, I'm not sure if you know who you play in the next round.
Well, actually, I know. Well, I know it was Sabalenka, right? I know, of course.
There you go. All right. Well, how do you feel about that match, and are you excited?
Well, she's #1 in the world. I mean, everybody wants to play against her. You know, I just enjoy my time, enjoy myself, and focus myself. And well, let's see what's gonna happen. And I'm enjoying to play on big court, you know, against her. So, yeah, let's see what's gonna happen.
Well, good luck, Zhuoxuan. You're into the second round. Ladies and gentlemen, Bai Zhuoxuan.
Getting it done in 3 tight sets, 6-4, 2-6, 7-6, and didn't get any tighter than that 3rd set breaker, Louise, and gee, it could have gone either way. Sorry, Nicole, Louise is on court. Nicole.
That's okay. Listen, you heard her, she's a little tired, and what a mental effort to get through this match, having been down match point. And what we'll see probably in the numbers is some stats that aren't there, and that for me is the amount of returns that Pavlyuchenkova missed that were at critical times. But we'll take a quick look. You know, for me, I think Bai served very well, winning 64% of points on the first serve, 54%. We spoke about that number, over 50% on second serve. That's a really important number, so I think she did incredibly well. And, you know, compared to Pavlyuchenkova, less errors, 36 compared to 50. And so for me, in the end, just a few too many errors from Anastasia. But well done to Bai and for Chinese tennis. That's fantastic.
Confirmation there of what we just heard on court. Sabalenka is the next opponent for Bai. That will be a tall order, but she's looking forward to it, and why not? She's here, she says, to play the best, and well, Sabalenka, certainly by ranking, is the best, so that will be some sort of challenge. So there we have it here on Kia Arena. Final match on this court here for day one of the championships. And it was this woman on screen now with the winning shot and the delight as she falls to her knees, getting across the finishing line in that magnificent tie-break that went all the way to 12-10. And she goes through. And it was close on 3 hours ultimately, I think, on court. Hard work. She's had to come through qualifying, but look what it means to her. She's had a tough ride over the last few years,